Good evening, sir.
Yes, guys. Now I'll start our session. So in previous session, we completed about the identifiers concept here. So what is identifier and what are the rules for identifiers? For creating the identifiers, what are the rules? This is last one we completed. Before that, keywords related, we discussed yes. So in Python, totally how many keywords are there? 35 keywords are there. All keywords are available in where? In a module called keyword module. This is a free defined module. Using the import keyword, we can import. In this keyword module, we have a KW list argument, keyword list argument. Using this, all available keywords, we can access it. All 35 keywords in the form of list displaying. Out of all, only 3 keywords are capitalized. Means only first letter, capital letter is there. Capitalized means only first letter, only capital letter is there. Okay. And next, keyword is a free defined reserved word. It means this keyword is having, every keyword is having its own behavior. Whenever we require that behavior related, then that particular keyword, we can use it. So this is about the keywords concept. And keywords, we cannot do changes, guys. As for our requirement, keyword behavior, we cannot do changes. Those are the reserved words. We have these all kind of keywords. So true, false for Boolean representation purpose we are using. None value is like nothing representation purpose we can use. Del keyword for deleting the elements from the memories or object from the memories we can use. If else for checking the conditions related we can use. Def keyword for creating the functions or methods we can use. And for check for writing the looping related statements. Iterating related statements for and while keywords we can use. So like that, some keywords related we discussed later topic wise. You're going to get about all the keywords. Okay. So next identifier related revision, guys. An identifier is a user defined word. It means our own name which is used to define the memory blocks in the memory locations. In Python memory locations, we can create some memory blocks using this identifier concept. We can also access these memory blocks from the memory by using these identifier names. So all variable names or object names or function names or method names or class names, like these all things considering like a identifiers. What are the identifiers? All variable names, object name, function names, like these all we can consider like a identifiers. What are the rules for creating identifiers? So we have several rules, guys. So one rule is identifier contains what? That is you have to understand it. So an identifier contains all the characters, it may be lower and upper, and all the digits 0 to 9 related and underscore symbol only contains. Next, digits not allowed in a first position of an identifier. In identifier, digits allowed, but second position onwards you can write, but not in the first position. Next, keywords are not allowed as an identifier. Why means keywords are reserved words having its own behavior. For our requirement purpose, we are unable to use it, guys. These keywords. Okay, now remember. And if keyword contains multiple words, underscore separation can write with lowercase letter. So, for example, user first name equal to something. Okay, without like we can write it. So this is the user first name, multiple terms there with underscore separation we are writing. This is the coding standard in real time. And one more point is continuously don't use multiple underscores like this. Even though you are using like this working, but so readability is not good. Complexity is increasing. How many underscores there? Getting confusing, guys. Yeah, that's why each time one underscore separations like n number of words we can write. So how many characters we can use? Length of the variables. Length of the variables, no length, guys. I mean, n number of length we can write. So no restriction is there. Only 30 characters required to use or 40 characters use like that. Unlimited length we can use, but you have to follow some standards. So meaningful name. For example, this is the first name. Instead of that, if I'm using here email equal to Virat, that is a meaningless. Email equal to Virat is a meaningless name. So that's why meaningfully create the meaningful names short names and rememberable names. Okay, short names, meaningful names, rememberable names you have to create. For example, if I'm using like this equal to Virat, if I'm using, so next time whenever I want to access this name, so I need to use this one carefully. If any one character missing also, this is not working, and also we are unable to remember this one. When we are doing copy paste only working, otherwise definitely we are getting problem here. So that's why don't use these kind of names. So like this, meaningful names, short names, rememberable names can use it. These standards you have to be follow it, guys. Yes, Raju, you can use it. I said already yesterday. So if you want, you can use this one different format. For example, user first name, like also you can use. But generally, this syntax for creating the user-defined classes, for creating user-defined classes purpose, we are using like this. If multiple words there, every word first letter uppercase format like we are creating. Okay, na? So if multiple words there, the user first name. So like this, we can use for creating the module names or package names, all lower letters we are using. For variables related underscores operations we are using. So like that, some rules we are following. So you can also use like this here, this one. This one you can also use second word first letter onwards. I mean second word onwards. Every word first letter capital you are going to write. Okay, this is also you can use. So any format you can use. So no worries about that. Finally, contains these things are not check it. And in your variable name, any keyword is there or not check it. And the starting position digits there or not check it. Okay, these rules you have to be follow it. All of you clear these points? So these same rules again and again we are going to use for these all topics. So now we are going to discussing about the variable names. So about the variable concept. So about the variable we will discuss. No need to discuss in rules for variables. Next object names, function names, method names, class names. In these all areas we are going to use directly these rules. Again and again we are not going to discussing, guys. Hmm. If in keyword.kw list returns true or false, that is if keyword returns true, otherwise return false, Manikanta. Okay, so now next topic here, Python variables. Python variables concept here. Simply, these all topics in every language there, guys. Language to language syntax only changing. So a variable is nothing but a user defined named memory location, guys. A variable is nothing but user defined. We are only creating user defined named memory location, named memory location, named memory location, which is used, which is used to store, which is used to store the value in a memory, value in a memory. A variable is nothing but user defined named memory location which is used to store the value in a memory. And also guys, and also or else multiple points wise I'll create. So variable variable is used to accessing the value from the memory blocks, from the memory. Simply variable is used to accessing the values from the memories, guys. Values from the memories. What are the values are there in the memory locations? Those values we can access by using the variables. Okay, so for example you can see, guys, first of all syntax in Python, variable syntax is variable variable name equal to variable value. This syntax we are using as variable name equal to variable value, variable value. So for this example, for example here, simply a equal to 10 value you can write. So this is a variable name and this is a variable value. So in this statement, guys, 10 value is assigning to this A variable, simply referencing to this A. Whenever this line is executing, so here Python memory is there, memory location. In this one memory is creating, in that memory, this 10 value storing, and this memory is referencing by this variable name, guys. This memory is referencing by this given A variable. Okay, now? So check it here. This is a variable concept. A variable is nothing but a user defined named memory location. This is one memory, guys. For this memory, using this name, we can call, guys. This memory we can access using this name. So for this memory related, this is a user defined name, like we can consider it, which is used to store the value in memory. Using this variable, this value we can store in the memory, guys. And this variable we can use for accessing, guys, value from the memory. In this memory, what value is there? That value, if we want to access, then the same variable name we can use. Using this variable name, we are storing the value in this memory, and using the same variable name, we can access the value from the memory also. Okay, that is a concept of variable. So variable name equal to variable value syntax we are using here. In some other languages, different syntax they are using. So no, guys, this syntax we are using in some other languages, variables first declaring and later they are going to use. So here every time we are going to use like this only. Directly we are using like this. For example, in Java, if you are taking Java, guys, so they are following like a data type followed by the variable name equal to variable value. This syntax they are using, and the semicolon also. So before assigning value to this variable, so data type we are representing as so for this one, for example, so int a equal to 10.50 if I'm writing like this. So expected which type of value here? Int type expected, integer type expected. But what type of value given here? So float type value is assigning as float type value is assigning. Expected int type value, but assigned float type value. That's why this line is wrong. Exception throwing is. Got it? So, but in Python, not like that, guys. Just value we are assigning to the variable. At runtime, based on this value, how much memory is required, Python is deciding and creating the memory, required memory, and that memory is referencing by this a variable name. That's why we can consider like a Python is a dynamically typed programming language. Why means dynamically memory is deciding based on the value. This kind of languages we can consider like a dynamically typed programming languages. This is a statically typed programming language, guys. Got it? Remember, if it is a JavaScript, guys, variables we are defining starting and later we are assigning the values like that. But here directly variable name equal to value we are writing. Some people expecting like this. So starting creating here, later value can I write like this. So everywhere you have to write like this. In Python syntax only this one only. If it is a JavaScript, for example, var a, like you are defining, and later a equal to value like you are going to assigning. But here no need, directly we can assign the value, guys. Remember this one. Okay. So remember, this is enough about the variables, the basic thing related. What is variable? Can you explain about the variables, like asking? Now, some other points we will discuss, guys. How to assigning, how to assign the values, how to, or else how to assign the values to a variables, simply, or else how many ways we can assign a value to a variable. How many ways? Simply, I'll change this one. How many ways we can assign the values to a variables? How many ways we can assign? So several ways we have, guys. We have several ways. Using several ways, we can assign the values to a variable. Understand this one? So now here, check it. First of all, a equal to 10 directly assigning the value, guys. This 10 value directly assigning to the variable A. Next, B equal to A. So this is called a reference, A related reference assigning to the B. A related reference assigning to the B, guys. Now A value is 10, here B value is also here 10 only. So memory reference is assigning here. Next, for example, C equal to A plus B. This is called as expression, guys. Arithmetic expression. A value, B value adding, final result assigning to C variable. So one expression result also we can assign to the variable. If you want here, you can also write like this. This is called mathematical expression. So first multiplication performing and then addition performing, final result is assigned to this C variable. So directly value we can assign, or another variable reference we can assign, and one expression result we can assign to a variable. Okay. Next, for example, some add equal to or else something result equal to add of 10 comma 20, like we are writing. So this is a function, guys. So we are calling like a function. Add function, add of 10 20, 10 plus 20 is performing and 30 is going to return. So function result also we can assign to a variable. So right now you don't know about these functions, how to creating and all. Just assumption my input, later you will get it. We have a separate chapter for the functions. There we can discuss, guys. So return x plus y. So now this one. This is a function creation statement, guys. Using the def keyword, we are going to create the function name with the parenthesis inside that required parameters, and using return keyword, we are going to return this result. So this is called a function calling statement. This is a function definition statement, defining the function and calling the function. Whenever we are calling this function, then going to here, guys, going to here. Now x value is a 10, y value is a 20, 10 plus 20, 30. This 30 value return keyword return to this function calling location. Finally here 30 value we are getting. This 30 value assigning to this result variable. Assigning to this result variable. Understanding? Now this is a variable. This variable is getting result using the function result, guys. After executing this function, some result is coming. That result we can assign to a variable. Like this also, a variable is getting the value. Several ways a variable getting the value, guys. Okay. And next, by using the unpacking concept also, a variable is can get the value, guys. By using unpacking, for example, a comma b equal to, now here I have a string hai a comma b comma c. At a time multiple variables we can write. So now see here, this is one string object between the quotations there called as a string. In this string, how many values there? Three values there, three characters there. First character into A, second character into B, and third character into C, like assigning as like assigning. This is a concept called unpacking. This is one packed object, each value taking out and assigned to different variables. So that is called as unpacking. This is nothing but like one bag. In that bag, three books there. Each book taking out and assigned to different variables. Okay, putting into different areas, guys. That is called as unpacking. Packing means in different areas we have multiple values all together merging and creating like a single object. Nothing but three books outside is there. All three books uh, keeping inside the bag is called as packing. So we have a coming sessions data types chapter. There this packing and unpacking more clearly we will discuss. So right now this is a concept of variables. So that's why this is object when we are unpacking as these variables getting the value. If I'm printing a h value I'm getting. See here practically will do the testing. Ideally can open every point whatever I'm telling in the ideally do practice, guys. So now executing a value h, b value a, and a b c. C value is I. So like that three variables getting the three characters. So like this also a variable is getting the value, guys. And next a comma b. equal to, so for example here, okay, so I'm going to write 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 like that. Assumption. So what is this parenthesis, sir? I don't know, like some people thinking, you don't worry. Just accept my inputs right now. We have a separate data types chapter there. So using this square bracket, what we can do, okay, this is square bracket, and within the parenthesis, guys, tuple we are calling, set we are calling, this is we are calling list, square bracket calling list, comma separating values, parenthesis calling tuple, comma separating only, curly brace calling set, comma separating only. Each one separately, one day we are going to discussing, so you don't worry right now. Okay, now? Yes, remember guys. Okay, this one, just wait. So I said already in data types, packing, unpacking related, I will discuss more clearly there. Okay, right now here, check it guys. How many values there here? This string object length is 3. Then 3 number of variables required. Same number of count is required. Left hand side variables count must be double equal to right hand side object length. This object length is 3, then must be required 3 variables. Then unpacking successfully done. Okay, now here one variable is missing. One variable is missing. So here right side length is 3, object length. Left side variable count is 2. Both are mismatching as. Then what happening? So if you are executing like this, you will understand it, no problem. So value error is coming. Too many values to unpacking. Expected how many values? 2 values for these 2 variables. But many values there here. That is the error message. Value error, too many values to unpack. Expected to like that coming. Okay. Next here, A, B, C. A, B, C, 3 variables there left side, right side 2 values only there. Object length 2 here, but variables count 3 here, not matching, mismatching guys. Then again, value error is coming. Not enough values to unpack. Not enough values. Expected how many? 3. Got how many? 2. Expected 3 values for 3 variables, but got 2 values only. That's why again value error you're getting. Okay. Okay. Now let me know, guys. So what is the output of this one? If I'm pressing enter, what is the output? In the chart menu, can give A equal to hi message is there. So 3 characters there, 1 variable only there, matching or not matching. Okay, so the people who are comparing like this, here 2 variable there, 3 characters there, that's why value error coming. Here also 1 variable is there, 3 characters there, so same error coming like that thinking. But only if 1 variable is there, this entire object you are assigning to this variable. This is a concept of assignment. More than 1 variable is there in the left side, that is a concept of unpacking. If only single variable is there, so you are assigning this entire object to this A. If you are printing, how you are going to get it. So that point, remember it. Okay, na? So yes, Tejasri, some people thinking like this, that's why I asked that one. Okay, na? So if only one variable is there, this is a concept of assignment. Assignment. For example, name equal to Ravi, like we are assigning the multiple characters. So like that. More than one variable is there, that is a concept of unpacking. Whenever it is unpacking concept, then right side object length must be equal to left side variables count. Both are LHS and side variables count must be equal to right hand side object length, RHS and side. Okay, this is a unpacking related, guys. Unpacking related. Same like this, packing is also there. Different variables values we are merging and creating like a single object. Single object. For example, here you can see A equal to H value is there, guys. B equal to A value is there here. So A, B, C equal to I value is there. Okay. So these three I want to merge it. So I want to create one single object, A plus B plus C. So now if I'm printing yes, you're going to get it. Okay, three different variables related values you are merging as a single object. This is called as packing. Simply you can see guys. So here H A I like that. This is one string object assumption. This is one string object. So each value taking out guys and putting into different memory locations means you are assigning to different variables. So here the H is there, here A is there, here I is there. I is there guys. So this concept is calling like a what is unpacking related guys. This is I. So packing means these all three you are merging and creating like a single object. So this is called as packing. Again HAI. Okay. So this piece is unpacking and this piece is a packing concept. Hope everyone understanding. And later multiple times I'm going to discussing about this packing, unpacking. That time I will expect from you these all answers. Ready? Be remember, and that time I will expect when I'm discussing data types related. Okay, so next, okay, one more point here. Right now, this is unpacking kind of thing. And next, one more here is there. A comma B equal to, so simply here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, like several values there. So here, how many values there? Five values there. But how many variables required here? Five variables required. But I given two only. That's why you're getting value error. Value error you're getting as. Now check it here, Chaitanya. So that is only I'm discussing again. Okay. So previously string I given, now tuple I given. Five values there, five variables expecting. Five variables expecting, but only two there. That's why you're going to get this error. Got it? Okay. So this kind of data, if you want to assign properly, then here, so starred variables you can create a starred variable. This first value is going to assign into this first variable, and because of this star symbol, these all values guys, remaining all values assigning to this B variable. B variable. So now you are not going to get any error. A value is a 10, B value in the form of list, you're going to get guys. So this is automatically converting. This is a tuple object. Tuple object related values converting into list format, another format. So typecasting functions, that implicit typecasting, coming sessions, next session you're going to get about that one. So simply list format, a square bracket format, all the values you're going to get it. Okay, next coming to here. So starting only star symbol I'm using, and here I'm not using anything. So some people thinking like because of this star, all the values assigned to here. No, not like that. So two variables there. This is the last variable. This last value is assigning to this last variable, and remaining these all values assigning to this first variable. Understanding? So now here A related list of values up to 40 you're getting, B value 50 you're getting. Okay. And next here A is there, star B is there, and then C is also there. So in that situation, in this situation guys, what happening? This first value into this first variable, this first value into this first variable, this last value into this last variable, because of star B, these all values into B is going to be assigning. Okay. So now here A value 10, B value is a list of values there, C value is the last value 50 is there. So next star A comma star B equal to, so group of values you can write it simply like that. In a single in a single expression, in a single expression, two starred variables not allowed. So these all values expecting for this also and expecting for this also. Which one is taking these all values? Getting confusing. Okay, these both are fighting internally. That's why Python is throwing the error. Syntax error is throwing. multiple starred expressions in an assignment. Multiple starred expressions in an assignment like that. Syntax error is throwing. All of you clear this one? So this all you have to do testing guys using this ideally, and this all information whatever I'm explaining right now, this all there in the material also. Go through that material and do practice. Okay, this is about the variable concept. So this is enough guys right now. Okay, and two more points I'll let you know. Two more points I'll let you know. So check it here. A equal to 10, B equal to 20, C equal to 30. Like multiple values to multiple variables in multiple statements we created. So I don't want to use these many lines of code. In one line, I want to assign like this. How to do? Okay. How to assign many values to many variables in a single statement. For example, X comma y comma z, x comma y comma z equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30, like you can write. This is assignment only. Now x value is a 10, y value is a 20, and z value is a 30. See, instead of writing these many lines of code here, so in a single line with comma separating variables, we can assign. Okay, so like that, order wise assigning the values, guys. Next, one more one. See guys here, A equal to 10, B equal to 10, C equal to also 10. So what is the meaning of this? Same value assigning to multiple variables in multiple lines. So now my question is, how to assign the same value to multiple variables in a single line? In a single line. That time here you can use x equal to y equal to z equal to and then 10 you can write, or for example 100. So now x value is 100, y value is 100, z value is 100. So here equal to separation we are using. The same value is assigning to this all variables. Instead of multiple statements in a single statements, we can write like this, guys. All of you clear this one? Hope everyone following these all variables rules. So lot of people about variable, what is variable and what is syntax of the variable. Teaching that and the students also learning about that only. But depending on the situation, these all points we are using in development. So that time people confusing what is this one, what is this one, what is the concept of this one, like that. So this all one time starting only if you are learning clearly, then anywhere you can use wherever required. So star A guys, not A star, star A this one. So this is called like a variable length arguments. Variable length arguments. Coming days we have a functions topic. So there we are going to discussing this one. Single star, double star related there. Single star, double star related. Variable length arguments. Variable length means changeable length. So here how many values are there we don't know. But I want to use only two variables. So last value to last variable, remaining all values to a first variable I want to assign. So in that situation, star symbol if we are using, then these all variable length values assigning to this variable. Simply single star representing variable length, nothing but a changeable length. So instead of A star, if you are using star A, you will get a experience. You'll get experience called like a syntax error, I think. Am I right? Yes. Okay. So I given guys some points. If I'm doing instead of A star, if I'm using I mean star A instead of that, if I'm using A star, then what happened? Like if any doubts you people are getting, then you can execute immediately what is happening. You will understand it. Okay, syntax error you are getting. So your side also some testing is important. Then only you'll get a lot of points. Okay. So now Variable creating related rules, guys. Variable creating related rules are nothing but these identifier rules only. What are the identifier rules? The same rules for variables also. It means a variable contains all characters, digits, underscore symbol only. Digits not allowed in a first position of a variable. For creating a variable, digits not allowed in a first position, and also keywords are not allowed for creating a variables. Like only this name changing, this term is changing. Identifier is nothing but one of the variable only. I mean, variable is nothing but one of the identifier only. Okay, same rules. So rules again and again, I'm not going to discussing. You have to be remembering it. For these all topics, same rules going to use it. Okay, so now when coming to here, guys, so identifier and variables related there, you can check it. What is a variable in Python? What is the purpose of the variable in Python? For storing the value in the memory and for accessing the values from the memory purpose, we can use. And what are the variables in Python? Okay, so these all kind of things, same things, guys. So how are variables declared and assigned the values in Python? Syntax variable name equal to variable value like that. What is a variable naming convention in Python? Variable naming convention. Okay, no? So if variable contains several words, underscore separation we are using, all words with lowercase character format we are creating like that. Rules, variable related rules, you're going to tell it, guys. Okay, a variable contains what, starting what allowed, okay, what not allowed, all you're going to tell. So what are the possible ways to assign the values to a variables? So I explained so many ways you can express those all things. Can you change the data type of a variable after it has been declared in Python? Now this is one point is there. Can we change the data type of the variable? Yes, definitely we can change it. So for example, right now here a equal 10. So this data type is what 10. In Python, we have a type function, guys. Using the type function, what type of data this one? We can understanding int type this one. So we have so many typecasting functions. Next tomorrow chapter I'll discuss about them. We have so many typecasting function. Using them, one type of data into another type, we can convert it. For example, right now here, I have a float function, float of A I'm using, then float format is converting this one. I have a string function, str representing string, string of A, string formatted A is coming. So this type, if you are checking string format, str type like you are going to get. So one type of data into another type, we can convert in Python using the typecasting function. So every data type is a one predefined class only, guys. That's why this is a class type like representing. Every data type is one class type. Okay, that's why they given like this class int. We are focusing on only int, float, str like that. Those are the data types. For example, this one inside the type function, you can use it. Then float, class float like you're getting. Simply focus on this name only. Okay, these are the concepts of variables related points of variables, guys. Next, so okay, focus on this one, guys. Syntax rules. If we are discussing lot of topics, guys, in every topic some syntax related rules are getting. Okay, so far some topics we completed, some rules we will focus, guys. Syntax related rules. So first basic syntax rule is what, guys? Basic syntax rules. Every line of the program, guys. So left side starting onwards required. Left side starting onwards required. For example, here the print. So hello message I'm writing, then no problem. But I'm using one space here, one or two spaces I'm using, and I'm going to use the same message. Then it throws syntax error. Okay, unexpected indentation. This space is not allowed. That's why syntax error is throwing. So this is one syntax rule. Python designed like that. Every line from left side onwards required to create it, represent it. So if you are not following that rule, you will get syntax error. Okay, you are following that rule. Next one more is, see here, when you want to representing this thing, open quotation is there. close quotation also within the same line only expecting, but you are not giving here, then you are getting syntax error. Unterminated string literal, open is there, end is not there, like that. This is one syntax error related, guys. Okay. And next, here del equal to 10. So here one rule they given, Python people given rule. So keywords don't use as your user defined names. I'm trying to use this one as identity, as a variable name. Keyword I'm trying to use as a identity variable name, guys, simply. So that's why it is going to throw error, syntax error, invalid syntax. If you want to delete the memories from the memory location, you can use a del keyword, but not for assignment related. Okay. So later, other logics you don't know, guys. For example, functions, if you know, sir, add function a equal to 10, a equal to 10 and b is there. Just see here. So when I'm writing like this, so parameter without a default, this one parameter without default value follows a parameter with default value, like that one error is throwing, syntax error. These all the rules. At the time of discussing function, I will let you know. Starting place, which type of parameters required, end place, which type of parameters required. First of all, how many types of parameters allowed here, all the rules there. So this is one syntax error. Like this, number of syntaxes rules there, guys. For executing our Python coding properly, Python is given some rules, syntax rules. If we are following that syntax rules only, our code is converted into byte code, zeros ones format, and that byte code executing and returns response. If any syntactical problem is there, our code is not converted into byte code. If byte code is not generating, then response is not going to get it. So that is a concept, guys. Finally, okay, now. So what is syntax rule, or what are the Python syntax rules? Some syntax rules you are explaining here. So why is Python syntax is important for executing the Python coding, and also for converting Python source code into byte code purpose? Syntax rules we have to be follow. So any question they may ask about the syntax related, whatever you are able to tell, and there you can express it. Okay. Next, so here literals, guys. Literal is nothing but some of the data types. In every language, a number of data types are there. So literals are nothing but data part. Okay, integer data, float data, string data, like data there, guys. So literals are nothing but data part only. For representing information, guys, data of this coding, we can use the literals. In our programming, some data I want to use the first name, last name, mobile number, like kind of things. Then literal concept we are going to use, guys. We have a different types of literals, guys. We have a different types of literals. For example, you can see here in this, you will get it. So like this, several literals there, guys. Data part simply considering like a literals, number related literal there, character related literal there, Boolean literals there, complex literal there, sequence literal there, some more there, sequence literal there, like several things there. So number related integer numbers, floating related numbers, we have characters related single char. Okay, single character is there in the quotation, in between the quotation. In Java, char data type calling, group of characters they're called as string, but in Python single character or group of character all we are calling like a string only, string only. Boolean characters, true false there, guys. Boolean literals, complex literals like 2 plus 3j like we are using, sequence literals like a list of values, a tuple of values, okay, set of values, like several types there. Mapping literals there, guys, like a dictionary format, key value format there. So many types of literals there, guys. I given some examples here. Okay. So integer literal, floating literal, char literal, string literal, like so many there. In Python, data is technically called as literal. Data is technically called as literal, and no one is asking about the literal related questions in our Python, guys. Don't worry about that. So these all things separately data type chapter is there. We will discuss. Okay, within 1 or 2 session, we are going to start about the data types also. So that time I will explain it. and also Python constants, guys. So this one also no rule is there separately, no concept is there separately. Just for our coding convenience purpose, guys. Our coding convenience purpose. If you want to define any value or else any variable as a constant variable, then that variable you can define with the uppercase, guys. Okay, with uppercase. For example, max age equal to 10. It is like a seconds. Okay, or else 60. I'm writing 60 seconds assumption. When we are learning as Python with Django related web development application. So, for example, when user is login, so that login session guys 60 seconds, 1 minute we can provide max age period. Cookies sessions concept there we can use 60 seconds. People able to use that website. After 60 seconds automatically going to log out, then again going to re-log in. So different types of logins there, guys. So different types of cookies sessions concept there we can define how many seconds or how many minutes or how many days after login cookies must be existing in the coding, like these all we can define it. So this one is max is capital letters are used, guys. All are capital letters. If multiple words there, underscores operation we are writing. For example, if you know Django, guys, Django framework, in the Django framework, hundreds of ready-made names there like this, constant names. So we are also going to defining like this whenever we want some constant kind of variables like this capital letters we are writing. Okay, so in some other languages, for example, JavaScript, guys, once if you are defining a variable as a constant variable, for that one keyword is there, const keyword. Later that variable we are not going to recreating as okay, reassigning the values. But in Python, no keyword there for creating the variables. Simply we are defining the variables only. Okay, so some ready-made names there, guys. Here mathematical pi value, this one is a fixed one. Generally maximum marks score student marks is 0 to 100 marks there. So maximum marks 100, minimum marks 0. Sunrise at east side. Okay, so maximum speed, for example, I want to define one car related maximum speed like 100. Later this variable I will use in my coding. So base URL, so and so URL, like that we can define it. Okay, done. So these all entire the program from starting to ending as so in all the places same kind of variable name we are going to use. And also if you are defining these variables with the capital letters, other developers considering like okay, these variables are constant variables, so that's why they are not going to recreating, just they are going to reusing those variables. They are not going to recreating. Got it? Just for coding convenience purpose we are defining sometimes some variables as a constant variables. That's it. Nothing more is there. So go through this coding as you will understanding that this theory. So this is about the constant related, guys. All of you clear so far? So these literals related, constants related, not big concept. Whenever we are using those kind of variables, what we are creating, why we are using, that time explaining. So we don't have a double data types today. From the official website, Ashok IT portal is there. From there, people can access the material. And if you are making backup videos related registration, guys, 1 year accessibility registration videos, everyday class related recording videos, you are able to access it. And for enrolled people, guys, payment enrolled people, separate WhatsApp group is there. There you people can share your doubts and all. Okay, for normal free batch related group, so only admin people interacting with you for session related information and all posting there. So there, why not giving permission to the students means, so different people, some illegal activities they are doing, political related issues posting there, religions related posting. That's why the students controlling that, restricting that. Okay. So far up to the last session, whatever discussed, all I uploaded. I mean, you can consider today's session also already uploaded. Why means in this material, today identifiers I explained that For that purpose, this entire material already uploaded. If you are downloading and if you are opening that material, you are understanding as pi, that is the pi value we are calling. It is one constant value, universal constant value, mathematical related. If you want, you can change it. Whatever you want, you can assign it for pi, but general constant value, that one. Yes, in Python, no constant keyword. No. This is a constant variable. This is not a constant variable like that. No rule is there in Python. Just for our coding convenience purpose, we are defining variables with the uppercase letter. It is considered like a constant variable like that. Then other developers considering that variable as a constant variable. That's why they are not going to recreate it. They are just going to reusing whenever they want it. If you want any variable, guys, uppercase related variables or lowercase related variables, any variables, if you want to redefine it, you can, if you want to reassign the value or recreate it, that is all your wish. Okay, now? Yes. So up to this point, seventh related material I completed, guys. See here, one point you can see, guys, a equal to 10 I created. So whenever this line is executing, then in Python memory allocation, one memory is creating. In this memory, 10 value storing, and this is a referencing with a variable, a reference, guys. Okay. Later, if I'm using here the print a, using the print function, print a, if I'm using, so a related reference here is there or not checking. A is referencing this memory. In this memory, what value is there? That is going to return to you. So 10 value returned here. Okay. This memory, if you want to delete, this memory, if you want to delete, then here del keyword a, like we can use del a. So this delete keyword is going to deleting a reference related memory from the memory allocation, So after deleting, again, if you are printing this a, guys, okay, using the print statement, print a, if you are printing that a related reference is not there in the memory, that's why you're going to get name error. Name a is not defined. Check it here. Right now a is printing. So I'm going to use del a. So successfully deleted. After that, again, if I'm printing a, then name error, name a is not defined like you're getting. So this kind of error, guys, entire the course, in every topic you're going to see like this. Sometimes we are going to use our own names. If that name is not defined already, then you're going to get like this. Okay. So sometimes wantedly I'm typing like that, which are the not defining already. So what kind of error is coming, I'll ask that time. I'll expect from you guys. All of you clear this one? So use ideally do testing as then only you're getting more perfection. Okay. So next, one more chapter, guys. Python operators. I'll start operators today. Later. Okay. I will work with plus symbol. We have a less time only here, so don't worry. Check it here. So we have an operator, guys, plus operator. So 10 plus 20. This plus operator concept is very, very important. Remember, I'm telling here 10 plus 20. 10 and 20 both are integers. Int plus int, final result you're getting int, nothing but number only. So 10.50 is a float. 20.50 is also a float. Float plus float, float type you are getting. This is also like a number only. Next, int plus float, int plus float. Finally, float is higher memory type, guys. So that higher memory format only you're going to get. Float result you are getting. This is also like a number only. So here, all are numbers, guys. It may be integer number, it may be float number. So number plus number, simply number plus number, final result is number. So both are numbers, then plus is acting like a arithmetic operator. That's why addition performing. Okay, that's good. Next, coming to the string, guys. Coming to the string, 10 plus here string format related 10 plus 20, guys. 10 plus 20. So quotations format there, nothing but a string. String, guys. String plus string, side by side concatenating. Concatenation means side by side merging. So it looks like 1020. It looks like 1020, guys. Okay, for example, here hi message is there, hi plus hello is there, hi plus hello, hi hello, like that concatenating side by side. So if both values are string type values, plus operator is acting like a concatenation operator. If both values are if both values are number type, then plus is acting like a arithmetic operator. It means based on the given values, this plus operator behavior is changing as. So this is called as operator overloading. Plus is the operator. One operator performs more than one behavior is called as operator overloading based on the given values, guys. If both are numbers acting like arithmetic operator, if both are strings acting like a concatenation operator. Now here one is a number and one is a string, guys. One is a number, one is a string. For example, like a 20, no problem. So one is number type, one is a string type. If both are numbers, then acting like arithmetic operator. If both are strings, then acting like a concatenation operator. But one is number, one is a string. So then Python getting confusing. Now arithmetic operation required or concatenation required, like getting confusing. So both are different types. That's why it is going to throw type error. Type error. So unsupported operand types. Operands means values. Unsupported operand types for plus. One is int type, one is str type, means string type. So like you're going to get the error. Error you're going to get here. So why I'm telling this means that sometimes coming days we are going to write a lot of logics. That time for a string value you're going to concatenating. For a string value you're going to add one number type value like this. That time you're going to get type error. It means see here print for example here the sum is here I want to print a sum, guys. Some people doing like this. The sum is 10 like that, then getting type error. So in this situation, guys, in this situation, you can use comma separation. The sum is 10, like you're going to get it. The sum is 10, not a plus. In some languages, plus working, but in Python, not working. Yeah. Okay, this plus operator rule, remember it. Got it? Yes. So depending on the situation, we can make it, guys. Otherwise, this one we can convert into string type, string plus string, then side by side adding. String plus string, side by side adding. So this kind of thing, string plus string. For example, here you can see, so I'm going to write this one only. Now here, plus symbol I'm using. Then this is I'm converting into string type. Then side by side coming. String plus string, concatenating side by side. So this is all depending on the situation we are converting as typecasting functions, and the next session I'm going to discussing. Got it? Yes. So far the lot of topics we completed, guys. Do practice these all topics. Do practice, guys. These all are very, very important. So when coming to the typecasting functions, we have a several typecasting functions. Different types of typecasting functions there. One type of data into another type conversion purpose, we can use these all typecasting functions. One type of data into another type converting purpose, we can use typecasting functions. Okay, now? So several typecasting functions there. First of all, in Python, what are the data types there? If you are understanding every data type related, one typecasting function there. So that is you are going to be understanding. Okay, na? And one more concept is operators. These all are basic terms, and how to read the data from the user, and that data how we can use in our coding. So these are the three chapters there, three concepts there, basic concepts. Okay. So we'll discuss these all topics in the tomorrow's session. Operators related and typecasting functions related, how to reading the data from the user. So once completing these all things, guys, second chapter related, you are getting understanding. And after that, data type chapter and the controlling statement chapter. First 5 chapters are very, very, very important. So without missing the sessions, attend regularly and you will get a lot of understanding, guys. Okay. Yeah. So I'll stop now this session here. So tomorrow I'll continue. Already this material I uploaded, guys. Already yesterday only I uploaded in the WhatsApp group. You can download it and do reading. So today only in the ideally I tested practically here. Separately file not created for executing these all statements. So you are not going to get any material or any programming file today in the group. And also yesterday in the WhatsApp group, some programming related, all I merged as one zip file and I shared, guys. Someone sent to me messages, sir, these files not opened. How open? If you are unzipping those files, okay, then you can open it using the ideally or using some editors like Notepad or Notepad plus plus and all. Directly in your mobile, if you are trying to opening, not opening, okay, remember that one. Okay, wait, I'll stop this recording. I'll interact with you. Thank you, guys. Sir. Thank you for this day. Yes, anyone having queries, let me know.
Sir, Naveen here. Hi, sir.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you, sir. Sir, unpacking and packing is only related to string and numbers, or is it everywhere? Can I do with help of list if I have multiple?
Yes, yes. For all the data types, you can use it,
Okay. So,
except for numbers.
except for numbers.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
When you have group of values, you can use it.
When I have
So
group of values, then I can try.
you can assign to multiple variables. So
Okay.
guys, number of times I shared in the WhatsApp in the chat box WhatsApp group. Still people asking, you are joining newly or already joined, I don't know. So here WhatsApp group is there. Okay, this is a free group related, guys. So for enrollment people related, separate group is there. Remember that. There you can discuss with others also. So now here I given this link. If you are clicking that, you are joining into the WhatsApp group, free link, free WhatsApp group. So there management people only posting any messages and all. So you are just receiving them only. And for backup videos related, I said already 1 year accessibility is there. So you can watch it anytime within 1 year. And guys, before closing, I mean, at the end of this time, this course, okay, at the end of the time, this course, I will announce a Django course. Continuation, you can join there. Anyone wants to learn Django course and they want to, if they want to developing the web applications, else if you want to settle in your career as a Python based web developer, then you can plan that course, the Django course. Django with the REST API we are going to discussing. Yes, tell me guys.
Sir, int plus string is equal to string like that is not like that, sir. Here,
String plus
yes,
string only, concatenating.
yes, sir. Like int plus string means string has higher
No,
data
no,
type.
no, 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 no. Int is one type and string is another type. That's why both are different types. A type error throwing.
Okay, 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 okay.
Hmm. That is what I explained today.
The difference between str10 and normal 10, sir, the integer type. You have done one program, no, sir.
Yes, yes.
So what is the
See,
difference, sir, this one?
this one is the number type related type of A. If I'm using integer type, you're getting.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
If I'm using this in between the quotations related, this is a string type literal. but this is a string, not number. So if you are checking here, this one, this is what B. You're going to get like a string type. For example, I'm reading dynamically how to reading data tomorrow. You are understanding. So just assumption you are reading the data from the user like 110 number one. So that is a string format if coming. Next N2 is there. That is also string format coming. Let's say our intention is N1 plus N2 addition. Okay, so you are
Okay, sir.
expecting 10 plus 20, 30, but here it throws, I mean, displays like 1020. So 1020 like we are thinking, but we are expecting what 30. So
Okay, sir.
these string type related values we have to convert into integer type, then we are getting 30 value. So user entering 10 and 20 only, but by default Python reading in the form of string, that is using typecasting functions. We are converting into our required format and we can use it. These all coming days, how to reading the data from the user